Hello, fam. How y'all doing? It's your unc. Now, your unc is a little disappointed in some people. Now, I just got to be honest here, fam. I just got to throw this out here. I notice a lot of people do customs. And a lot of people say what people can add to the custom to make it better. They saying that they work ain't good. Fam, you know what? People are asking why the price is so high. Because, one, you got to buy the figures. That's one. Two, their hard work. And three, you know how much you willing to take for your item. Fam, you know what? Let's stop disrespecting the people who do customs. They do good jobs, and we make it seem like half of the damn stuff is half-assed. We're not getting these figures, so you can get a figure from somebody else who, just redone a figure, repainted it, showed it, made it look fantastic, or did a complete custom of an item. I was looking at the Cobra Law Guard and Nemesis Enforcer and Pythona. I thought they did a good job on all three. I didn't list Pythona here. I didn't show it in the community section, but I showed the other two. And I noticed a lot of people were saying what could be added, but it was what it is. These items will sell. Why? Because people are looking for them. People are looking for certain items. They want certain things. People are showing up and showing out. I mean, this new group of people that have been doing customs have been doing great jobs. And I got to take my hat off and show nothing but respect. Fam, we missing a big picture. We making it seem like they know what we want individually. They don't. They know how they like the figure. And what they doing, they showing us how things can be. If you want something different, you can add that yourself to it. But, man, let's keep on applauding one another. Like I posted someone's game room here. I mean, the toy room. And I noticed nobody really showed these people love. I'm like, fam, what is going on? These are brothers and sisters. Show love. Because we want that same love to come back. We want the same positive energy, fam. What we doing here? I know sometimes I can get off and go into like a tirade about some stuff because, like I said, fam, I have dealt with the whole spectrum when it comes to collecting. I can tell you everything that I done went through. I can tell you how much I done paid for stuff. I can tell you why I just stopped collecting for a while. I can tell you why, in this certain market, why certain people are selling things for certain things. Like the DC multiverse, like the Shazam, the Hawkman. I haven't seen none of that stuff in stores. People tell me I have seen one or two pieces look like they have been returned. I haven't seen like a whole big plethora. I have seen a lot of DC figures, multiverse. And people are telling me how bad of a job McFarlane is doing. I'm like, damn, he's the only consistent person we have. And we're getting quality figures, fam. I understand everything ain't gonna be up to everybody's expectation. But damn, people just going off on everything. I've been listening to nothing but gripes about what people can do, what companies can do. You know what? This is why I say we need to list the complaints we got and take it to them. Hell, I could just, email Hasbro. When you got enough of people talking, people listen. And, I heard people talking about the color scheme of the Alley Viper. I heard people talking about the bat. Why they $24, fam? You know what? Look, it's a high demand figure. They see that people like that figure. Those two figures. They see people are really into those figures. So they put them for a decent price. They made them $2 more. Just $2. Fam, that's the thing about, collecting. A lot of people tell me I should just focus on one line. No, that gets boring quick. When people start producing figures, you just sitting there looking crazy. You go a year without anything happening and you kind of getting mad, fam. No. What I do is I sit back and I look at everything that I like. And that's what I purchase. I purchase things that, that has that nostalgia with it sometimes. This is how they get people like us. This is how they get older people to collect still, because they tug at that heartstring. You sat there and watched G.I. Joe, a real American hero. You watched Thundercats. You watched Silverhawks. You watched, Super Friends. You watched, He-Man, Masters of the Universe. You watched Voltron. Hell, you done watched the Zoids. You watched all of this stuff. Now you're sitting back trying to figure. I hear people talk to me about loosey-goosey figures, as they call them, loosies. And fam, I get so tripped out because they were telling me, fam, you can find certain figures in comic book shops for like $1 or $2. Fam, that's certain figures. That's not all figures. Comic book shops are selling toys on eBay loose for about $30 or $40. I'm talking comic book shops. These shops that people think that make money. Comic book shops don't really make that much of money. A lot of them are teetering on the edge of almost being out of business. There are not kids really out there reading comic books like they used to. That ain't something that they're doing nowadays. Action figures. This is why comic book shops started to diversify. They started getting into Funko Pops, action figures, other gadgets. Some of them sell video games. A lot of them are selling all kind of stuff, and you just sit. It's almost like a damn hobby shop. But you be like, damn, but y'all sell comic books. They got soda machines on the damn side. You sitting here trying to figure out what is really going on. They're trying to collect money. They're trying to make money here because books are not really selling anymore. People ask, like, why is GameStop, why are they selling, like toys and, other, collectibles and things like that? Why are they doing that? Because games are not selling like they used to. Things have changed. And that's for the better, too. You cannot stay with the same old, same old. This is why we face what we face. At first, like I said, I'm going to go with that Serpentor thing. A lot of people said that Serpentor might be $50. He might be $75. Serpentor might be $150 damn dollars. You know what? This is not a breaker where you can get them for like $40 or something, or, or the Baroness for $40. The Air Chariot is way better than both vehicles combined. So you're going to pay some money. And this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people are, shooting down eBay and Amazon, but you have to go on secondary markets half of the time because you miss sometimes the first initial offering of these items. It's not like you trying, but it happens. And see, people are slow to understand that. We trying to do our best right now, far as, me being a YouTuber. Look, I'm not capping to you. I'm not trying to tell you something I don't know. When I hear people get these suspect prices of what they find and stuff for, I list it and I let you know. But, I go look. If I can't find it, that's what it is. If you can find it, that's something totally different. May not be in my area. And see, this is what people fail to understand sometimes. They like to speak in broad general terms like, it's in my area, so that means it's in your area. No, it's not. Just because it's in your area don't mean it's in everybody's area. Like I said, if your store is not doing the numbers, you're not going to get the damn merchandise. You just won't. I used to look at certain Rosses, and I used to wonder why certain Rosses didn't get shoes that I were looking for. Because I used to flip shoes, too, at one point in time. And I learned something. The manager came to me and just told me, he said, hey, fam, I see you all the time buying shoes. He said, let me talk to you. He said, the reason why this store is not getting as much as all the other stores, he said, we don't do those numbers. He said, if you're not going to do those numbers, they're not going to send you that product unless it's some sort of big sale going on. And if there's a big sale, what they try to do is they try to distribute to every store. They try to divide it up and distribute. But the bulk or the lion's share go to the stores that make the numbers. And and I was just sitting there listening. And I talk to my friends at GameStop, like when I go there and, they talk to me and they be like, hey fam, look, as far as video games, we at the mercy of trade-ins half of the time. But he said one thing about the trade-ins, people are starting to back off from the trade-ins and start to go on eBay and Amazon because they're starting to realize they're not getting anything for their trade-in. And, fam, that's real. I noticed that at a garage sales and yard sales, sometimes people are pricing stuff that they see on eBay for those prices. Like if they got action figures, comic books, they're not selling books and comic books and action figures for like 25 cents and 50 cents. They're selling it for store prices because they're trying to make their money back. They realize that shit is hard. They trying to get the most for their item. And a lot of us has been just going off saying that, hey, I understand times are hard, but we should be getting this stuff for this price. Why? Just why? People are tired. People are frustrated. I'm talking about the sellers. A lot of sellers, as far as garage sales, yard sales, and just regular eBay sellers. I'm not talking about sellers who scalp and resell. I'm talking about regular people like you and me that just go on there. You got an item, you're not trying to get $100. You're trying to get $5 or damn $10. And half of the damn time, people don't want to pay that. People have gotten spoiled to getting stuff for almost nothing. And just to be honest, that ain't real. Nobody gonna give you 35 video games for like $10. You may luck up and find an older woman that don't know what she got. She just selling it. Like the guy that was lucky, the guy that was trying to sell me that USS Flag. And like I said, it was so much of a hassle. There was so many moving components in this situation that I didn't want to mess with it because I realized if you are doing too much, I don't want to be bothered with the situation. Because see, that could bite you in the ass. You can get robbed, you can get hurt, you can get all kind of stuff. And I'm not trying to do that. But later on I found out he had a lot of stuff going on and it was offered to me. But I also learned that, look, I'm just gonna do shit the way I need to do it, fam, and that's how I'm gonna work with it. Sometimes you just gotta work on stuff the way you need to work on. You need to stop letting people talk in your ear telling you, hell, I'm one of them. I'm not trying to tell you what to buy and what not to buy. I'm just saying, hey, at the end of the day, I'm looking at it like this. I'm being smart with my money. I'm not steady trying to buy an arm and a leg worth of merchandise and I see people resenting, what you bought. I looked at one big ass collection, fam, and I realized I posted it online. I seen it in a group. And this is just one I seen. There's one that got 75 pictures. It's bigger than that one that I put on the page. And I just looked and said, damn, at what he had. I just couldn't believe it. It was amazing. And see, this is why I say we don't understand how people really do shit. We thinking on a small scale sometimes. Some people on a bigger scale. Some people have the room. Some people have the money. And they just going in. Right now, I may have the money, but I just don't have the damn room. And if you don't got no damn room, you got to put a cap on stuff sometimes. My wife said, do you want to get a bigger place? And I'm like, for toys? I had to say that my damn self. Nah. The ends don't justify the means for me. I see if it was like for business that I got going on and we doing this for business, but nah. What I'm looking at right now, fam, I see a lot of y'all winning. And I applaud that. But don't get so into watching these YouTube channels and these YouTube videos with people telling you how much, they paid for stuff, and it got you kind of thinking that everything that's out there is of minimal price. It's not. Half of this stuff is at some crazy ass price because people know what they got. This guy wanted to sell me this video game console that's worth good money. you know, and I thought he wanted too much. He didn't want too much. He didn't even ask for half of what the damn thing was worth. He asked for about 2 or 3 damn hundred. The damn thing was worth damn near 3,000. Do you know how stupid that was? After I thought about it to myself, like you trying to get a deal so damn hard that you didn't realize you got a big deal. Dude, somebody was trying to sell me the Stadium Club, the Stadium Events, the one that was the Blockbuster exclusive, that rare one for the NES. This was a couple of years back. And I mean, not a couple, like about 10. And the guy just wanted, I think he wanted between 200 and 300 for it. Yeah, I don't know what it is about 200 and 300 with people trying to, sell me stuff. But that 200 or 300, fam, it was right on time. I would have bought it at the time, and I did buy it. But I sold it. My dumb ass sold it. I could have made way more money. But, I figured, I said I'd get it for 2 or 3, and I could sell it for 5. If I really thought about it, I could have sold it for like 15, close to 2. See, during that video game boom, when people had that pandemic money, whereas money wasn't an object right then and there because you didn't have nowhere to go, so you can spend $2,000 real quick and not care. Fam, that's what was going on. And I was so upset. But you know what? You can't be upset about something you done your damn self. So I thought about that, I learned from that, and I came from that. And I was like, damn, what I'm trying to do now, I'm trying to build a collection that I'm proud of. I'm not trying to build something with just weird-ass figures. Look at Marvel Legends. I collect the X-Men, X-Force, New Mutants, X-Factor. What I look like trying to collect. I bought that Target Master, that Spy Master rather, from GameStop that time on clearance. Him and Rage from the Avengers. Fam, I was looking at that. I said, these ain't the figures I'm trying to get. At least this Spy Master, I'm not trying to do that. Why? Because to me the figure wasn't quality. I was asked here why I don't show a lot of Star Wars stuff. Fam, I was into Star Wars at one time. Just like Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers. I sold that stuff, fam. It was just addicting. At one point in time, I was finding so much Star Wars stuff, it was crazy. I just started selling it. I said, damn, I could make a little money off this. I wasn't, trying to break the bank with people. I wasn't trying to take their money. I had reasonable prices back in the day, fam. And you know what? It made me mad because a lot of people didn't appreciate reasonable. When I say reasonable, say this is the eBay price. This is the actual price over here. This is the actual price. This is the eBay price. And this is the price that they wanted for over here. The eBay price was just right. But people didn't want that. They wanted for their price. You want a $1,000 game for $5. You want a $1,000 toy for $5. I'm trying to sit here and wonder, on what planet does that make any damn sense? It's just like trying to tell your landlord, hey, look, I want this $1,500 place for $5. He'd be looking at you like, okay, and the cop's going to escort you out. You sitting there looking like, why? Fam, we got to be real here. We got to understand. We messing with people's livelihoods. I'm asking you in the community section, do you think this is a deal? I know if it's a deal or not. Half of the stuff that I show you, it sells like that. Because some of it have really high value, items. Items that you just can't go and find. That Dark Phoenix and Cyclops, that set is about between 300 and 500. So to actually get the Dark Phoenix for 125 to 150 is a good deal. That SDC Black Queen or Jean Grey Hellfire Club, that one goes for anywhere from $100 and between 80 and 100. But a lot of people said, hey, you shouldn't, that's loose, you shouldn't pay that much. These are hard to find items. You're not going to find them for $5. I'm just being realistic. This is why I had to change the way I thought, because a lot of people had me thinking one way, and shit really wasn't that way. You gotta see where you going with things, fam. And with that being said, I just want to say thank you for watching. Till later, peace out, fam.